A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Will Judas Priest get in Rock Hall of Fame? Judas Priest. The question is, will Judas Priest get in the Rock Hall of Fame? This entails a number of decisions, and the band will have to face a panel of voters.
Judas Priest, a legendary British heavy metal band, has a long and distinguished career. Their influence has stretched far beyond the music industry.
Their greatest hits have spanned decades and influenced generations of rock musicians. The 2022 Rock Hall induction ceremony will take place at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles, and it will be broadcast on HBO Max, as well as SiriusXM Channel 310.
Among other reasons, Judas Priest should be inducted into the Rock Hall of Fame. Unlike many other acts, Judas Priest influenced heavy metal and helped create the fashion style that has come to define it.
In addition to being an inspiration for heavy metal bands, Judas Priest is also a pioneer of the leather and studs look. However, there's no chance that their induction will garner the fanfare that many other groups have enjoyed.
The induction will honor current and former members of the band. The group is currently preparing for their 50th anniversary.
The group's induction will include former drummers and guitarist KK Downing.
Downing served in the band from 1970 to 2011 and has since launched a new band. It will be interesting to see how the band's new album will fare in the hall.
The Rock Hall of Fame's Hall of Fame Selection Committee will review all the nominations and determine which bands are most deserving. Simon.
Paul and Art Garfunkel are a two-man folk rock band from New York who formed in the 1960s. The duo formed when they were teenagers and had a mutual interest in songwriting.
While Simon had always been the lead singer and Garfunkel had a lyrical talent, his voice was sometimes overshadowed by his partners. The duo broke up in the 1970s, but reunited in the early 80s for a tour.
Afterward, Simon pursued a solo career in England. A new version of The Sound of Silence reached the Billboard Hot 100.
The duo's music helped define an entire generation, despite their relatively young age. The band's alternately bright and dark sound was the perfect blend of a generation's collective mood, and their lyrics summed up those emotions better than anyone else.
Their rock and roll fusion of classic songs and contemporary pop made them one of the most influential groups of their era. In addition to their enduring appeal, Simon and Garfunkel also had a troubled relationship.
After their famous split, both musicians pursued solo careers. In 1981, they reunited for a Broadway show, and Simon even performed a song at the Hall of Fame ceremony.
Their reunion speech was watched by David Chase, the creator of the hit show The Sopranos. This inspired Chase to cast Garfunkel with no acting experience.
Duran Duran. The online campaign for the upcoming induction of Duran, originally called Duran, Timeless Rock History, DDTTRH, was founded by Kirk Harrington and Christian Hellwig.
The two men wanted to create a site for fans to provide exclusive content about Duran and their music. Kirk Harrington is the lead effort organizer and Christian Hellwig is the lead technical director.
The band is currently touring Europe and will begin a North American leg in August. They will perform 14 dates in the US and Canada with support from Chic and Nile Rodgers.
The band released its 15th studio album, Future Past, in 2021. The album included singles Laughing Boy, Astronaut, and The Last Dance.
The band has just announced that they will perform live in Los Angeles on Sept.4 at Chase Center.
The nomination is an honor for the band's 25th anniversary. The rock legends have been releasing music for more than 35 years, so their first commercial recording was released in 1992.
To make the list, artists must have released their first single 25 years ago. The ballot also allows fans to vote for their favorites.
The top 5 artists from the fans' ballot will be tallied with all other votes this year. The band topped the fan vote ballot and beat Eminem and Rush for the award.
The fan vote is a list of the top 5 vote-getters and will be tallied by the Rock Hall Voting Committee. The results of the fan vote have no impact on who gets in or out of the Rock Hall, as the induction will depend on a combination of voting results.
Fela Kuti. Fela Kuti has gone from a legendary funk guitarist to an African icon.
His music was so entrancing that he was often described as a human blur. His uncompromising politics and unrestrained creativity were often the stuff of legend.
Fela once married as many as 27 women in one day. He was frequently arrested and imprisoned, but he never stopped making music.
Fela Kuti was a nominee in February alongside 15 other musicians. The nomination sparked an impressive social media campaign, with Burna Boy, Davido, and Don Jazzy leading the way.
Fela was declared the runner-up with over 545,000 votes, which came in second place behind Tina Turner. Other new inductees include Jay-Z, Foo Fighters, Todd Rundgren, Carl King, and the Go-Go's.
Fela was the son of Nigeria's elite, and was raised by his Anglican minister father and his aristocratic mother. He studied music in London, where he met fellow artists.
He studied trumpet and saxophone and was influenced by samba music. Fela was a political activist and a musical innovator who shaped the world.
Despite his controversial life and enduring struggles, Fela Anikulapo Kuti is a worthy candidate for the 2021 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but his nomination was thwarted by a fan vote in which he came in second. However, his influence is not reflected in sales figures.
Fela Kuti has a large entourage and 20-minute groove-based tracks, which he mastered despite many hardships. His nomination in the performers category also included Jay-Z, Tina Turner, and LL Cool J.
Dionne Warwick. Dionne Warwick has not been nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in a decade, but her career has recently resurfaced with the help of Twitter and Saturday Night Live.
Now, the singer is among the 16 artists nominated for the prestigious honor. Warwick joins fellow nominees Carl King, Fela Kuti, Rage Against the Machine Devo, Tina Turner, and Kate Bush.
The rock legend's contributions to music are well documented. During the rock era, she is considered one of the top 40 single makers in history.
Her work with Hal David and Burt Bacharach helped her rank among the top 40 hitmakers of the entire rock era. Her 69 top charting singles are second only to Aretha Franklin's.
Her exemplary career spans 5 decades, with dozens of hits to her name. Since 1988, Warwick has been eligible for the Hall of Fame, but her induction has been delayed due to the accusations of racism.
The Hall of Fame is not willing to answer the accusations of yet another all-white induction class. She is not the only one who has experienced a locked door in the Rock Hall of Fame, and has been a constant presence on the scene for over 4 decades.
If you're wondering whether Dionne Warwick is the right choice for the Rock Hall, consider this. While her recent nomination for the same award has caused controversy, it's an honor nonetheless.
It's not enough that Warwick has performed in the Rock Hall of Fame. The hall should invite Jay-Z and Chuck D for a conversation on the place of hip-hop in the museum.